The reason I hate Black History Month, because just like DEI and CRT, it is yet another thing Black people are going to beg the government to, get some programming so that people can learn to like us, or that we have to listen. Black history, our kids need to know Black history, which means if you want them to know the real Black history, it's time for you to do the real thing. The real thing is to teach your children at home, just like I did with the flashcards just a minute ago. How you want to have that at the dinner table? Sit down at the dinner table, pick a particular subject or topic. You can find one every single day on Google. You want to find what Black people invented. Find the list of things that Black people invented and tell your children this stuff. And don't tell them so that they can go to school angry and be mad at the teacher. Tell them so they'll have this knowledge and understanding as to, A, we're not dumb people. We're not born dumb. And for as much as we like to make ourselves feel dumb because we are getting dumber by the year because we are collectively choosing to be dumb, we're not born dumb. We're born smart. And it's time for us to tap into that. That's a blessing from God we have, our intelligence. And it's always proven when you have one of our kids who take education seriously and you see how well they do when they put their minds to it. We're born with that gift. All right. But like I always tell people, just like we are gifted when we are good. We are more than cursed when we're not. Guess who's not? We are not good right now. We are not doing well. I mean, from our music to our TV shows down to our parenting, we are failing these kids. People want to talk about the music and say you can't blame music. Yes, you can blame music. And I will go back to the same thing I say all the time. When you meet somebody and you find yourself falling in love with somebody, there is always a song that reminds you of that person. And every time that song comes on the radio, guess who gets giddy? Guess whose heart melts? You'll sit there and listen to that song 100 times. But the flip side of that is now break up with that person. Now, every time that song comes on the radio, you're heartbroken. You're turning the radio off. You get angry. You don't want to hear that shit. That's music playing with and directing your emotions. You're saying that as an adult, you can have those feelings, but you're saying that a kid can't get caught up in the emotion of music? When Cardi B and all those girls talk about the stuff they talk about, when the Housewives of Atlanta and all those stupid shows show our young ladies nothing but fighting to solve their problems instead of debating and talking them out like adults should, we get what we have right now. Our daughters are more animalistic than our boys, but the boys have already been pre-programmed through all the stuff that came before this music that these girls are listening to. The boys had a whole bunch of music they were listening to, from killing one another to dropping out of school to drug deal, you name it. Every bad thing in the world, music taught our young men. From music to TV shows, look at our movies, all about gangsterism and drug dealing and getting out of it and shooting and killing one another. That's all it's about. So that's what our young men learn. And if you don't believe me that music and TV are doing this, the Bible says that the devil is the prince of the air. You know what the air is? It's TV and radio. So if the devil can't get to you through somebody, he'll get to you through repetitive pounding of bullshit. And eventually our kids have bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. So Black History Month? No. We need Black history every day in our homes, lest our children forget. See, they say that in the summertime, Black kids lose most of what they learned over the school year. They lose it. Why? Because we don't reinforce it. Our kids should come in the house a half hour a day, stick them in front of the computer, put them on the Khan Academy, and make them do a particular subject matter on the Khan Academy. Read a paragraph, dissect that paragraph for you. Do some math, show you the question and answer sheets. Want some English? That's another thing that evades our children, because they go home to a home that's speaking terrible grammar, that our kids have to be reprogrammed every single day. That's why they fail English class, because they come home to mom and dad speaking double negatives, and then they go back to school and think that's the way they are supposed to talk. So parents, your selfishness is helping to kill your children educationally. Wake the hell up.